These three friends had reached the fourth round of the death game. In this round, if they failed to pass, a sharp iron anchor will cut off their neck. The players had to choose a letter from the 26 alphabets and answer a question related to it. The points written behind the letter would be added to their score if the answer was correct, and the anchor would move upward. But if the answer was wrong, the anchor would gradually come down and kill them. Each player had to answer one by one, and they were not allowed to share answers with each other. The blade on the anchor was so sharp that even touching it could slice through anything. After understanding the rules, the game began. The game starts with the boy with glasses. He chose the letter G, which had an easy 1-point question, but even then, he answered it incorrectly, and the anchor moved down slightly. Seeing the swinging anchor, John felt something was off. Next it was his turn. He chose the letter J, which had a 2-point question. He was asked, "What does HB mean?" which is written on a pencil. John replied, "H stands for hard and B stands for black." His answer was correct, and their team earned 2 points. The third friend picked the letter S, which was also a 2-point question. He was asked, "What is ROAS?" He answered, "Return on amount spent," which was correct. The team scored 2 more points. The first round was now over, but John still felt something was wrong. He had noticed that the anchor wasn't moving up or down properly, even when the answers were right or wrong. He thought he was just imagining it. In the second round, the boy with glasses chose the letter N, which triggered a special anchor question, where all points were in the bet. If he answered correctly, the anchor would rise, and if he answered wrong, it would fall, and all previous points would be erased. Now all their fate was in his hands. The question was, what's printed on the back of the 1,000 yuan note? It was a simple question, yet he got it wrong again. He answered, "It's a white crane," but the correct answer was, the Himalayan mountain and the Sagura tree. Immediately the host pressed a button, and the anchor dropped 1 level. Along with it, all their previous points were also erased. Their lives were now in danger, but luckily, the anchor had only dropped 1 level, so they survived. The host announced that there were a total of 6 anchor questions, and the final one would also be anchor related. To stay alive, they had to solve all of them. Now it was John's turn again. He chose the letter T, which had a 3-point question. On screen the question appeared, "Among 1, 3, 5 and 7, which number is the odd one out?" John replied, "1 is different because all the others are prime numbers." His answer was correct. They gained 3 points. Then the third friend chose the letter G, which had the most difficult question worth 4 points. He was asked, "Does the pattern on the ramen bowl match the electricity pattern used in China?" The question was so tough that he gave the wrong answer, and 4 points were reduced. Next it was supposed to be the turn of the boy with glasses, but the host, on orders from the game's prosecutor, decided to directly question John instead. They wanted to test John's brain by asking something extremely difficult. John carefully chose the letter Z, worth 2 points. The question was, how many girlfriends does the 71-year-old chairman of this game have, who still looks young? Such a personal question had no clear answer, so John had to guess. He said 53. Unfortunately he was wrong. The correct answer was 365. The team lost 2 points. Then the boy with glasses was asked to choose a letter again. He picked D, a 1-point question. The question was, if 1st January is a Monday, then what day is 1st December? As usual, he got it wrong. Now, they have lost a total of 7 points. 1 more point lost, and they will be dead for sure. They were asked several more questions. Some answers were correct, while others were wrong. Their score kept going up and down. Finally, only 4 letters remained. When the last question was asked to John, he gave the wrong answer. The anchor began to fall, and their necks were about to be sliced. But just then, all the prosecutors were shocked. The heavy iron anchor had gotten stuck on the platform. In fact, John had measured the distance between the anchor and the platform at the very beginning using his elbow and fingers. 3 of them won the game. They were rewarded with gold bracelets, but the next game was going to be even more dangerous.